the last 4 weeks we were talking about engagement, and we talked a lot about engagement. And so we are going to finish that up today. The
Right?
last 4 weeks we were talking about.
All right, there we go. I know that
Oh,
kind
so
of.
are we recording?
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
I was about to get started, and
Oh, that's all right. Let's go. Let's do it both. Do both. Here we are. Uh,
uh, perfect, perfect, perfect. As I was saying, the last few weeks we were talking about engagement. And if you don't know who we are the co founders of Online Success Made Simple, where we teach you the organic approach to making money online. I am Tikeja Wyatt, and I'm from the sunny Florida. And my co founder, business partner, and all around, that's right, that's her right there, Daria Jackson-Legagneur. Yeah. She's the co-founder of Online Success Made Simple. We have been doing this for almost 5 years.
yeah.
And it is our pleasure to come to you each and every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you're watching us live, go ahead and hit hashtag live. Let us know where you're tuning in from, because we love to see where you guys are tuning in from. And of course, if you're watching this at a later date, please do the same thing. Hit hashtag replay and also let us know where you're tuning in from. We love to see your comments. We love to see you guys engaging with us, even if it is the replay, right? We absolutely love it. We are here to teach you guys how to make money online without losing your mind or feeling overwhelmed,
Exactly.
right? And if you look above, you're going to see something that says, forget that.
No,
So we used to be on StreamYard, and it's so ingrained, like it's so
yes,
ingrained in my mind,
yes.
right? That I just say it, right? So now that we're on YouTube and we're on Zoom, of course, there's nothing for you to click except this notification button. If you're on YouTube, or if you're watching us later on school or on Facebook or whatever platform you might be on, make sure you give us a like and you hit that notification bell so you can know whenever we go live, right? And if you want to really get some handheld and experience and some help and some mentorship, some coaching, join our school, right? Because in our school is when you can have the privacy, right? Because it's a private school. You can ask your questions, you can get help with the things that you need. And of course, we're always available for our students, right? So we absolutely love helping. And because Daria and I used to be you, right? We used to be in your position, right, D?
Exactly. So we know.
So yeah. So we totally understand. And we have an all around perspective, right? Because Darius already did the whole retiring thing and figuring out if you can, live day to day. Excuse me. I've already, and I've already did the whole juggling, raising kids, and trying to figure out how to fit this in my schedule. So we give two great perspectives on how you can be able to live your life, right? Travel like you want, do the things you want, more so anyway, because we haven't reached that plateau where we're completely free, but we're a lot freer than we were when we were working for somebody,
Ooh,
right?
yeah.
We have a lot of time freedom, right? We don't have as much financial freedom as we would like, but we're working on that every day. And
Every
we want to give back to the community so that you guys can get to where we already are, right? That's what it's all about. We want you guys to live the life that you want. And success looks different for everybody,
hmm
right? For you, success might just be being able to pay all my bills and take one or two trips a year. That might be what success looks like for you.
Right.
So you can't look at other people's success stories and say, man, I wish I had your success story. That might not be success to you. You might not need $1 million, right?
Right.
you might be happy with 6 figures a year. 6 figures a year, you're good. You can live the life of your dreams. You don't really spend a lot, right? You don't need a lot. You're good with that.
Exactly.
And so that is what we're here for, right? To help you find out who your audience is so you know who you're speaking to, so that you can correct, so that you can craft the right messages, right? So that you can speak to your audience in a way that they understand and they empathize with, right? They need to know, whoa, she's talking to me. She's talking to me. Like I'm
Exactly.
right here, like, yo, like, are you looking in my window? Like,
Exactly.
have you been following me around? Like, what's going on? Like, these are the thoughts that I'm having. Like, this person is saying everything that I needed to hear. You know what I mean? She was able to retire. She's traveling several times a year. You know what I mean? She's paying down her debt, things like that. You know what I mean? It's possible to live that type of lifestyle if I retire. I'm going to be able to still live and thrive,
Exactly.
right? On the other hand, having kids and, homeschool some of them, but having kids and having, if you've ever had several children in the household with you, you already know it's a lot of work, right? Keeping the house clean. Also, if you're working as well, because I was working, working, you paying bills, you spending time with the kids, you barely have time for yourself. And I was looking for something different. I wanted to spend more time with them, but without feeling so stressed whenever I spent time with them, right?
Mhm. Right.
And
Right.
so we're going to go ahead and get into this lesson because it's the last part of engagement. We did 4 weeks of engagement, and this is actually going to be the last part. And if you are ever thinking about starting your own Facebook group, this is for you. Like if you ever thought about starting one, or after this, you may start one, right? You
Right.
may say to yourself, you know what? That's how you manage and grow a Facebook group. I could do that.
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
could do that. So, Daria, you want to start it off?
All right, so let's kick this thing off. So, we're going to be talking about managing and growing your Facebook group. So, want a community that engage daily without feeling like a ghost town? Let's make this thing happen.
Woo!
And before we get into that, I just want to emphasize the importance of you having your own Facebook group if you don't have one. Okay? It's important because you want to attract your tribe and you want to be able to communicate with them and um appeal to the know, like, and trust factor in within your group, and that is the best way to do it. So we're going to talk a little bit about of more of that so that you'll understand where we're going with this, and you'll
Mhm.
really, when we finish, you'll walk away with wow, I think I need to have a group if you don't have a group. Okay, so the objective is, by the end of this lesson, you're going to learn how to keep your group engaged so members stay active. That's what you want. You don't want a group that's dead. So you're going to learn simple strategies to
Mhm.
grow your group without paid ads. No, we don't want to do paid ads. Absolutely not. So we're also going to learn how to turn your group into a thriving community that supports your business. Sounds good? If that sounds good, put a heart in the chat, in the comment section, wherever it is that you're watching this, because we are ready to do this thing. All right, here we go.
Mhm.
Okay, so keeping your group alive. So the first thing you want to do is you want to welcome your new members. It feels good when you come into a group and you're welcomed. So you can welcome by tagging them into a intro post and
Mhm.
asking them to introduce themselves. And this can be set up automatically. So it's not like you have to go in there all the time, every time you see a new member, and do this. You can set this up within your group, and you can set um how many members that join your group. But you can set the number to how many members that join your group, and then the
Mhm.
the post will generate itself based on what you set it up for. So if you
Mhm.
set it up for 10 people, 20 people, Soon as it reaches that number, the system, Facebook, within your group will generate that welcome post for you. So you
Yeah.
don't have to worry about that. So here's an example. Welcome our newest members, right? What's one thing you want to learn here? Yeah, you want to ask questions because that's going to help create engagement. Because
Mm-hmm.
number one, you want to find out what it is that they want to learn. You're going to respond to that. And then you're going to make sure that you create content around that because they already told you what they need.
Mm-hmm.
You don't give them what they need, they're going to leave or they just won't engage. So the whole point is you want to have a nice group that's active. Members are excited to be there and you're giving them what they're asking for. So you want to post a weekly engagement thread. So you want to get them talking with simple prompts. So you want to prompt them to speak to you, talk about different things. What are their goals, right? Depending on what
Mm-hmm.
it is. What are they doing for the weekend? It doesn't always have to be so structured, like always about business. It doesn't have to be. You want to get them engaged, you want to get them talking, and then you'll be able to figure out how you can help them. So, for the example, it says, "What's your number one goal this week?" And then you can specify and say, "Hey, it doesn't have to be business. It can be
Mm-hmm.
personal." And then you can give an example. So they see what it is that you're looking for. Always give an example.
Yeah.
So we'll always be the first one to say, here's mine. Don't ask something and you don't answer it. Okay. Another thing that you can do is you can use polls and ask fun questions. So here's an example. What's your biggest challenge in online business? So you can pretty much you know what your audience struggles with pretty much. So you put those pain points up there and see which one is a challenge for them. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So here's a pro tip. The more engagement equals more visibility because
Yep.
the algorithm is going to continue to share your content because they're going to say, "Oh, this group is jumping." So what's going to happen?
Mm-hmm.
They're going to share the group out. The group is going to be more visible. And my suggestion is when people come into your group, you want to ask questions. And one of the questions you can ask is, "How did you find out about this group?" We have a group, and most of the people that find the group, they say that they did it by research or it was recommended by Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Most people say those two things. So you want to find out, how do people find out about your group? And if you know people are talking about your group, then you know you got something good going on there. Okay. So if this is making sense so far, put a thumbs up inside the chat in the comment section so that we know that we are giving you what you need and what we have put together so far for you makes sense.
Absolutely.
Yes, 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 yes. So now we're going to talk about growing the group. So you want to mention your group in social posts like we do, with the school. Our school is in pre-launch. We haven't like fully launched it yet,
Mm-hmm.
but we share it because the people that are there, they found out because we talked about it in our social platforms. So for here's an example, you can say, "I share my best tips in my free group. Join here." And then you could take that and you can add more to it. What the types of groups that you share. You can say your free community. You could change it up, but that's the core right there. You're letting people know what it is that you have in your group that would make them want to come. That's the whole point. Okay. And then you want to encourage members to invite their friends. Everybody got some kind of bestie, right? Even if it's just one business bestie. "Hey, come with me in this group. This group, I'm getting this, I'm getting that." Come through. People talk. If people are finding value somewhere, they're going to talk about it. Now, once people are in the group, you want to give shout outs to engage members. And we've experienced it. We have done
Mm-hmm.
We give shout outs because we appreciate people coming through and actually doing what we ask and asking questions and sharing their results. We love that kind of stuff. So here's an example. Shout out to Nicolette for contributing. Tag a friend who would love this group. You can do that. The cool
Yeah.
thing, if you use tags in the right way, people will appreciate a tag. Now, if you're tagging everything, that's
Mm.
annoying, but you want to strategically tag. And then you're not going to tag all your friends. You may tag specific friends depending on what the post is about. Okay. So, of
Yeah.
course, if I'm talking about Nicolette, I'm going to tag her because I want to let her know that I am shouting her out. Okay. And you want her to see that. Feels good if somebody
Yeah.
thinks about you. You know what I mean? All right.
Absolutely.
All right. So I hope that makes sense. And then this is the last slide I'm going to talk about, and Tikeja's going to take it from here. But what you want to do is you want to offer exclusive value. And I know everybody throws around that word value, value. Oh, make sure you give value. Yes, value. But I'm going to explain what we mean by value. So let's look at the example first. Just drop the free resource inside the group. That's value right there, right? Once you find out what that resource is, you already made up your mind. Oh, like she's on that phone, like, what?
Right.
Yeah. Whatever she found out on that phone was valuable to her.
Hmm.
And she's like, oh, snap. All right. So that's how the person is going to react when they see your post. Found a free resource on how you can grow your list without posting ads, without paying for ads. That's valuable for people. First of
Hmm.
all, if you are working online, promoting online in any kind of way, you should be growing your list. So that's valuable. So think
Absolutely.
about what would be valuable to um your audience.
Hmm.
All right. All right.
And
And
so,
and then you let them know where you want them to go. All right, go ahead. You
right,
want something?
right. Yeah, yeah. I was just going to interject for a little bit. I was just saying, the operative word here is exclusive.
Yeah.
Right? Because you're going to add value everywhere. But the thing is, this is the only place they can get it, right? If you go to school, you can only get this in school, right?
Mhm,
Certain
mhm,
things are only in school,
mhm.
right? Certain things are only in our group, right? So you have to have that exclusivity because
Yes.
everybody wants to be part of the club, and making it exclusive makes it the value more perceived, right? More perceived value, right?
Right.
They feel like they're getting more, and they
Right.
are, right? You
Exactly.
are giving them more value, and you want to make sure you always under promise and over deliver, right?
That's
That's the
key right there.
main thing.
That's key right there.
That is.
Under promise and over deliver. You want the person to feel like, oh my God, I wasn't expecting all of this. Not only
Yes,
did I get what I asked for, but I got X, Y, and Z too. Wow. That's what you want. That's exactly
absolutely.
what you want. So here's a pro tip. A valuable group attracts new members naturally. And that is so true. That is so true. So think about that. Not only do you want people to come by invite and by people within the group inviting their friends, but eventually what's going to happen is people are just going to come naturally because the word is out and the algorithm is working in your favor by sharing your group, making your group more visible. Okay. So you're going
Yeah,
to get help in those ways, but it starts with you by making sure that you are giving value for your audience. And you must know what that is.
absolutely.
You must know what that is. And if you don't,
Absolutely.
get with us so we can help you through that.
Hmm.
Okay. Yep. So, Tikeja is gonna take it from here. She gonna bring it home.
Bring it home, slugger. So, you know, we believe that uh man, my camera is oh, I shouldn't have said anything.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's not just my camera.
Uh-oh.
There we go. I'm just not gonna touch anything. So while it's flashing, I'll read it. So action steps and homework, right? That's what it's all about because you definitely want to have some action steps because you know we always say first you think it, right? But first you think it, then you say it, then you do it. And it's the same thing. So we went through it, right? So you've heard it all. And so now we're going to give you some action steps and homework so that we can keep it going. So you want to post a welcome message for new members, right? Those are the action steps, right? If you have a group or you're thinking about putting together a group, create one engagement thread this week, right? And mention your group in one social post to attract new members,
Yes.
right? Come on.
All right. All right now.
If y'all only knew, I might have to jump on my phone.
Oh, wow. Wow. So while Takesha is getting that together, take a
I
moment
think
and
we
just
good.
screenshot this. Okay,
We
you
good
good?
now.
Okay,
Or
so
did
make
I
sure you
speak too soon?
screenshot this because this is your action steps, and then yeah, and we're gonna move on.
Yep, we are gonna move on. So we're going to talk about the homework, right? Because you know we always give you guys homework, and I hate that my camera is not on right now. It's driving me crazy. But I'd rather that let this thing do whatever it's doing. So what the homework is, we want you to track which engagement post gets the most responses, right? Because of course you want to be able to engage with people and you getting responses is the name of the game. And you want to try one growth strategy and see how many new members join. And you want to complete this by next Tuesday. Because of course, next Tuesday we're going to give you another piece to the puzzle.
Right, right, absolutely. So make sure you screenshot this, and I hope it's very clear what we mean by track engagement posts, meaning you're gonna go back and see how it's doing. And usually engagement posts consists of a question or a poll, which we talked about last week. So you do one of those things and see how people respond. And then try one growth strategy to see how
Mhm.
many people join your group. Okay? And we talked about
Absolutely.
and we talked about that. And please put your group in the name of your group and the link inside schools so we can go there.
Absolutely.
So we can be a part of it, so we can support you. And then that way
Indeed.
you can share within school how you're doing, and then we can see, and the community can see how to support you and help you as well. Okay.
All right, come on. So here are the final thoughts so that we can bring this bad boy home. So you want to keep your group active and it will grow naturally because that's the key. Keep it active, right? So you can do that by, of course, posting in there daily, right? And asking these questions and putting these polls in there. And you want to make new members feel welcome so that they stay engaged, right? That's the key. Make them feel welcome. You don't want to make them feel like, oh man, why you here? Why'd I show up here? They always in here complaining. They don't give value. That's why you want to make sure that you show up daily and you give value daily. and consistency, right? You want to consistently promote your group to bring in fresh faces,
Yes.
right?
Absolutely.
Right. Because a Facebook group isn't just a community, it's an audience of engaged buyers, right? And if you keep nurturing it, right, you just keep on nurturing it, and it will become your most valuable asset,
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
right? You don't think so,
Come
but
in.
it will be your most valuable asset.
Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Because Daria and I actually own and admin several groups. You
We
guys would
do.
be amazed.
We do.
You guys would be amazed. And so, in order to get these things done, oh man, we of course we of course have to engage and show up daily. I'm just tripping on my screen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just tripping on it. It's giving me it's crazy. So the final wrap up for month 2 was today,
Yes.
right? Everything you saw was a culmination of the last 4 weeks, right? That was it, the last 4 weeks. So by the end of this month, you should have mastered engagement, right? And you should know how to use attention grabbing posts, smart engagement strategies. You definitely should know how to come up with and post some polls and strategies. And now you should know how to have a thriving Facebook group, right? Disengagement foundation, it's going to set you up for massive growth. That's what it's going to do. And the conversions in the coming months, man, it's going to be explosive. All from having some conversations, right? You want to make your account grow, have more conversations, right? And we're not saying pick up the phone. Daria and I don't hardly pick up the phone. When
No.
we speak to people, they're more than likely already doing what we are doing, or they have a couple questions before they join, right? So the people that we get on the phone with, they're either trying to get into something we're doing, or they need help because they are a part of what we're doing. And we always take our time to help those, that follow us, because we feel that as coaches and leaders, it is our job to help you if you call us and you need help,
Yes.
right? And that is why we make ourselves so available, because anybody that is in anything with us, they have direct access to us, right? Direct access 24/7. And we absolutely love it. And so, you know, when you're doing these things and you're coming up with your own products and services and things, and you're creating your own groups and you're making these attention grabbing posts, keep in mind where you're going and where you came from. And remember that there are people that haven't ever made a single sale. You've probably made at least one sale. You've probably at least got people to comment on your posts, right? You've got some wins. You've been in this game for more than a month, maybe 2 months at least. If you've been following us for 2 months, you know exactly who your audience is, right? You're building the correct foundation.
Yes.
Daria and I didn't start off building the correct foundation. We
Absolutely
ended up
not.
getting ourselves a mentor, and our mentor set that foundation for us and taught us what we needed. And that mentor put us together.
Mhm.
And we learned how to do the attention grabbing post, smart engagement strategies, quizzes, and polls. We learned how to have thriving Facebook groups, right? We learned how to start listening to our audience,
Right.
right?
That's
Because
key.
absolutely, Daria can tell you guys that is one of the hardest parts, right, of being online, because you think of how you would want to, you know what I mean, be spoken to, or how you would want to do this, or how you learn. No, everybody is different, right? But one thing for sure, they can relate right? They can relate to wanting more time with their family. They can relate, right, to probably not wanting to be on camera. They
Mhm.
want to do some faceless stuff. They want to learn how to make money without putting their face and their pictures online, right?
There's a lot of
They
people.
want to they want to do faceless stuff. They want to do all behind the scenes work. And
Yeah,
it's possible. It's possible to become a millionaire online and not use your face. People do it every single day.
every day.
Every single day. You in the right place at the right time. And all you have to do is pay attention and follow the steps that are being laid out for you.
Yeah, that's it.
We're showing you foolproof steps, right? And we're showing you simple steps. So you might be saying to yourself, okay, so what's next? What's next? Okay, we did this for the last 2 weeks. What's next is going to be, of course, advanced techniques. So
Yes.
if you haven't seen the last 8 weeks that we've put together, or if you feel like you need a refresher, go ahead and take the rest of this week and the weekend to refresh yourself of all the things that you should have done already and catch up on some of those things so that on Tuesday coming up, right? Next Tuesday, we're going to be talking about these advanced techniques. And the very first thing we're talking about, right? These are broken down into weeks, right? You see, they're numbered 1 through 4. This is 4 weeks. So, this every Tuesday, these are the topics that we're going to be speaking about so
Hmm.
that you know that if one of these topics is more important to you than the other, then you want to show up on that Tuesday. You want to show up on every Tuesday and not miss any steps, right? But leveraging live videos, a lot of you guys do want to go live and you want to know how to go live with confidence and provide value. You want to know how to do that. And we're going to break it down into bite-sized steps so that you guys know how to do it.
Yes.
Using freebies and lead magnets, attracting new followers with free resources. Free
Yes.
resources. Oh my
Mhm.
goodness, we can't tell you.
Mhm.
We love to get away free stuff. What? All these
Love it.
trainings are free.
Love it. Love it. Love
We
it.
absolutely love giving free value. Free value is absolutely the best thing because people want to see that you're showing up free, right? You're showing up to help them and it doesn't cost them anything. They're like, man, I'm really getting to know, like, and trust these people. I'm really starting to understand and hear more stories about what's going on in Daria's life. Oh, she's got a husband. Oh, she used to be a teacher. Oh, dang. Okay, I'm learning more and more stuff about Tikeja's life. Oh, okay. She used to be in retail. You know, her background is in customer service. She's got 4 daughters. You know, you get to know, like, and trust people,
Yeah.
right? Doing these things when you're showing up. They're like, oh, okay.
Hmm.
And what about repurposing content, right? You want to repurpose content for maximum reach.
Yes.
So we're going to definitely show you because Daria and I do this all the time. We're
Time.
going to show you how to turn one piece of content into multiple posts. We're talking multiple posts, right? You create it one time and you make all kind of things with that thing. It might be a reel, a story. It might be a Facebook Live. It might be a YouTube video. And we're telling you all these things it can be. You make one piece of content, you
See?
repurpose it across the board. Some
Awesome.
places like videos, some places like uh written posts. Some
Right.
people, you know what I'm saying? Some want you to do GIFs. It's like depending on what they want, give it to them, right? Repurpose that thing across there. And
Yes.
we're definitely going to talk about the psychology of persuasion and marketing, right? Because using principles like scarcity, authority, right? And of course, the big one is
So true.
social proof,
Yes.
right? You want to use social proof. Like, I'm not the only one making money online using these techniques,
No.
right? Daria and I are not the only two people using attraction marketing to get customers, right? Because when we say we teach the online, we teach the organic approach to making money online, that's attraction marketing. For
Mm-hmm.
those of you that don't know, that is exactly what we teach you. We
Exactly.
teach you how to attract fish, right? We're not throwing no pole in the water for y'all that like fishing. Hey, I'm telling you, we're not throwing a pole in the water. We throwing a net, right? We casting a net. Forget throwing a pole. We trying to feed a village, right? We're not trying to get one fish at a time. And we're out here teaching people how to fish while we're still learning how to fish, right? For
Mm-hmm.
those of you that feel like you don't have the value and you haven't had made money yet, you have gained value and knowledge that those people don't have.
Right.
Somebody coming in right now, they have no idea even how to go live. You
Exactly.
might have did a live scary before. You better than you further than they are.
Mm-hmm.
You're much further than that person coming in behind you. This you might have been working on how to create posts for over 3, 4, 6 months. Somebody coming in brand new can learn from you. They can learn from the mistakes that you've made.
Absolutely. You'll be able to teach them. You'll be able to show them.
So that's why we say give value. So
Mm-hmm.
don't think, oh man, I don't have any value to give. Of course you do. You absolutely do. People are like, man, how did you get that picture on there? How did you get that background like that? How did you get those colors to do this? How do you put an emoji up? You would be amazed at how many people could absolutely use your help. And if you feel like you still need help, don't hesitate to contact us. Our phone number is here, our email address, right? You can visit us online. And of course, please join our school if you feel like you need some hand holding, because that is absolutely what we created the school for, right? It is a private atmosphere where you can post in there, you can post your questions, you can post your wins, you can go in there and ask for help. Hey, I'm creating a post for today. What do you guys think about it?
Right. That kind of stuff.
You know what I mean? That's
Mm-hmm.
absolutely why we created the school,
Mm-hmm.
right? So that we can look at what it is that you guys need help with in a private place where you don't feel like, oh man, this is an open group, right? Because this group is a lot more guarded, a lot more guarded. And of course, we're going to have a lot more advanced techniques, a lot more advanced tools inside of school,
Right.
right? So if you're not in school already, absolutely get in there.
Come
Check
through.
out all of the freebies that we have to offer because we absolutely are packing it jam to the walls with value.
Absolutely. We sure are.
And
Screenshot.
absolutely, and don't be afraid to ask us for help. Oh man, I have some things that I would like repurposed. Can you help me? Is there any way we can jump on a Zoom? Like, can I put my stuff in here so you can critique it? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yes,
Yes. Please
right.
do.
We have a calendar for that reason, right? We have a calendar for that reason. Absolutely. And
Yep.
so we absolutely want to thank you guys, right? We absolutely want to thank you for showing up each and every Tuesday and supporting us. And of course, to those of you that are always watching the replay, we see you and we absolutely love the comments. Nicolette, thank you for joining us live on inside of the Zoom, and all of you watching us on YouTube. Hey, hey, hey. I don't know why I'm waving like y'all can see me. Daria, did I leave anything out?
Yes. One thing on Friday, and it's on the calendar,
Yeah.
we are going to have a working Zoom. So, what does that mean? Come in the Zoom, work with us. We're going to be focusing on creating original content. So we're going to show you and actually work and just show you what it looks like behind the scenes when we're creating our content. So we're inviting you to come and work with us. So the time is there. Just come on in because we're going to just be here. It's going to be relaxed. You can put your camera on, you can take it off, turn it off. It's up to you. Have two devices because you may want one just to look and see what we're doing because one of us will share our screen, whether it's me or Tikeja, or we'll just, you know, switch up depending on what it is that we're doing. You can ask your questions, but this is our working Zoom. So we're going to be doing these at least once a week. You just have to check the calendar to see when we're doing it because it won't be the same time or the same day. Each week will be different based on our availability. And like Takesha said, we are here to help any way that we can help you. So you can invite your besties and say, "Hey, come work with us." It will be great. It'll be fun. Bring your coffee, your tea,
Yeah.
water. Bring your device to listen, to look, and bring your device that you can actually work and do it as we're doing it because sometimes that's what you need, just that extra hand holding just to see, because it's easy for someone to tell you like this is what you should be doing, but to actually see it in action really pulls
Hmm.
it all together. So we want to do that for you, and we look forward to it. It's going to be fun.
Absolutely.
It's going to be really, really,
Absolutely.
yeah, it's going to be really, really fun. So
Yes, I
thank you
can't
for,
wait.
yeah, I can't wait. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you. And we're going to see you next week. So now that we have Wyatt,
Yes.
I can do the outro.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
So let me do the outro because I'm excited that I can finally do it. If I can move this thing out the way. Oh no, that's not it. Where is it? Oh, no, that's not it. Where is it? Okay. I thought I had it set up. I don't have it set up. Oh,
All right.
that is too funny, y'all. Here you go. 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 All right. See y'all next week.
Peace.
Oh, what is going on here? What is this? Oh, I see what's happening.